Welcome to the hub of analytics education, preparing students for the future, millions of records at a time. The hub of analytics education is located in Boston, Massachusetts.
My name is Charlie Bay-Maldry, one of the co-founders of the hub of analytics education. The objective of today's video is to learn how to calculate a new variable from two different data tables. The business intelligence tool that we're using today is IDEA from Caseware Analytics. IDEA is predominantly used by internal and external auditors. You're going to need three different data tables from the hub of analytics education to complete this video. You're going to need the beginning inventory file, the ending inventory file, and the purchase price file. Once you have those files from the hub of analytics education and your IDEA license, let's get started.
Here we are back in IDEA from Caseware, and our last video we did a lot of stuff with joining and appending data sets, and so we've got a lot of files here on the left hand side in our desktop project. Today what we're going to do is we're going to create a new calculated variable, very simply, and we're also going to kind of clean up one of our other files by removing a data field. So the first thing we want to do is we've got our ending inventory with the purchase price file open here. Remember the last time we had our inventory file, but it didn't have the purchase price associated with it. We joined both the 2017 purchase price file into the ending inventory final, and we created this new file that now has the purchase prices in it. So what I want to do next is I want to go through the process of calculating and creating a brand new field, and we're going to call that inventory cost, right? Inventory cost. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to go up here to data, and we are going to append a particular field onto this data set. So we're going to hit append, right? And it says append a new field to the data set. And what we're going to call this field name is, let's call it inventory cost. And it's not virtual numeric. We're going to make this a actual numeric field. Okay? Editable numeric or numeric, either one. The number of decimals, we want this to at least have 2 decimal places. And the parameter is the equation we're going to enter in to create this new field. And we're going to call this, we'll describe it, this is our ending inventory cost. Not necessarily what the market is, but what is our ending inventory cost. And now we're going to click on and create the parameter. So we'll click this on, and this will bring up the equation editor. And here we have the equation editor. And what we want to do with this equation editor is we want to take the on hand times the purchase price. Very simple. So on hand, and we can go up here, multiplied by our purchase price. And now we have the equation. We want to make sure this is just to validate my equation works. It's a valid equation. Everything looks good to me. I'm going to hit OK. Now we're going to hit OK here, and we're going to add inventory cost to our data set. And just like that, we now have our total inventory cost. We can now go in and maybe compare or sum and get the field statistics for inventory cost to see whether or not that agrees to our financial statements. So we can go to field statistics. We do want to create field statistics. We've done this before. And we want to create the look at the field statistics, not for any of these kinds of variables. So we're going to deselect all and just select inventory cost. And then we can take a look at this value, the net value of $55,429,569, and see if that agrees to my financial statements. Now that is doing a new calculated field. So let's go back to our data here. and we've got our ending inventory. We're going to close this out because this is not what we want to look at next. We want to bring up our master ID final that we did when we appended all the master IDs together. So let's open this up. And you can see we've got these two fields. I don't really care about the number of records. I just want the master IDs. The next thing we want to do is we want to figure out how do we remove a field. So remember the last time we had our master inventory ID. So let's close out of this. We've got our master ID final. Let's open that up. And we had two variables in here. This one we didn't want, right? We don't care about the number of records. We just wanted these inventory IDs in our master file. So I want to remove the number of records. So we're going to go up here to remove. Now it's going to give you this little, watch out, right? Because this is a non-virtual field. This is an actual field in the data set. If you want to be able to do this, you've got to go to File, Options, and get rid of this, clear this particular checkbox. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to File, Options, and then we're going to uncheck this box here so I can get rid of that remove field. I may want to come back and recheck that, but right now I want that number of records gone from this particular data table. So click OK. Now let's remove. And what we want to remove is not the inventory ID, but we want to remove the number of records. And just like that, click OK. Do I want to permanently? Yes, I don't want them in there, and now they're gone. Just like that. If I want to put that check box right back on there, go back to Options and put it back, put that checkbox right on, do not allow the deletion of non-virtual fields. And now I have my master ID final, and the only record that is in there, the only field that's in there is inventory ID. Thanks for watching the Hub of Analytics Education video series. The Hub of Analytics Education provides open educational resources to educators around the globe, supporting both higher education and secondary education. For more information, please visit our website at hubae.org.